what's going on? This is Muriel from the Sunshine Family and moving to Costa Rica. Will you survive without learning Spanish? And learning Spanish in Costa Rica overall, if you're planning on coming to Costa Rica, it could be that you are traveling to Costa Rica or vacationing in Costa Rica. But I get these questions a lot. How important is it to speak Spanish? And I have some ins and outs to share with you. And my opinion changed over time. I am in Costa Rica for 4 years now. So please watch this video until the far end. And because first I'm going to invite all the brand new people who never met me before to subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell that you see here after clicking subscription, and that way you get notified every time I upload new content on the channel that's always related to Costa Rica. And for those interested and curious, Muriel, how is it possible that you live in Costa Rica for 4 years already with 2 kids without having a restaurant whatsoever? Well, I work online, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a coach, I'm a course creator, and I'm an educator, and there's a world of information in the description below, only for those interested in that. Now, let's talk about moving to Costa Rica if you have never thought about learning Spanish, or somehow you didn't manage to be learning Spanish before you left. Well, first of all, I came to Costa Rica. The only words I knew were hola and some, like a handful. So basically, I think I was worst case scenario. And did I survive? Did I buy land? Did I get around? Yes, I did it all without knowing how to speak Spanish. But there's a lot of buts, and that's what I'm gonna cover in this video. First of all, I always study with, this is what I did before. Meanwhile, I have personal Spanish lessons now. So I am learning Spanish because I was done with the not knowing how to say things or how to ask things, and you know, okay, but more about that in a little bit. So when I didn't know how to speak any word of Spanish, I always started in Spanish. When I went in the bank, when I went into a shop, wherever I went, I studied the very first sentences of telling what I was searching for, explaining what I need, or where, depending on where you are. That is really one big reason why you want to learn Spanish overall, is that you respect the people, right? It shows respect for Costa Rican people adjusting to their language, period. No matter if you cannot speak a word, just start in Spanish and it will show them, hey, I tried, I'm getting there. That's how I got away with it, not speaking Spanish or learning Spanish at the beginning. So before I'm gonna continue, more benefits of learning Spanish, especially when you're moving to Costa Rica. I hear you think, why didn't you learn Spanish in the beginning? Why didn't you learn Spanish before you left the Netherlands to Costa Rica? Well, to be truthful, I was so busy with arranging moving to Costa Rica, how to bring my business, how to make my business more solid. I had to arrange a lot of things for my kids. It was just the practical stuff that got me distracted. Now thinking back, would I have been able to squeeze Spanish classes in? Absolutely. I could have done like a basic Spanish class. However, there's a lot of buts on that as well. I think learning Spanish when you're surrounded by Spanish-speaking people, the learning process go way faster, because everything that you just learned, you can practice. You can speak with people everywhere in Spanish. Like no matter if you go to the supermarket or if you do your nails or whatever, it could be the simplest things, going to the gym, saying hello, starting a conversation with someone who's sitting next to you, waiting with you at the bank. There is ticos and ticas and nicos and nicas, that's people from Nicaragua. People who speak Spanish everywhere in Costa Rica. And it's also a choice to not practice, because there's also a lot of people who speak American English or who are originally speaking Spanish but love to practice with you in English. So it is up to you whether you're going to practice or not. Now, okay, looking back, I wish I knew a little bit more Spanish when I came here. because, well, it shows more respect. I think respect is a big thing. I think if you're coming to a foreign country, I traveled the world before I started a family and got kids and moved to Costa Rica. I traveled about 30 countries, and in every country I could say good morning, good evening, or thank you, or hello. In Uzbekistan or in China, no matter where, I knew how to say it. In India, all strange languages. So, yeah, you will see, and that's my reason number 2, that I really see now. So the other day, I was doing my nails, and the girl is Tika, and she saw me with my book on my lap studying while I was sitting like this. And she asked me about that, what I was learning. So, and she invited me to just start a conversation. I said, well, I'm a little bit a beginner, but she said, no worries. So we had a conversation in Spanish. And it was the first time that I saw her opening up. So literally, I found out now we speak basic Spanish. It's still in the present time. I don't know how to speak in history. I know a little bit speaking into the future, but it's more like this time right now. You see people opening up. Like literally, if you share a language, you can exchange more. That is so pleasant to experience. So that's the second benefit of learning Spanish when you're moving to Costa Rica, especially when you're moving to Costa Rica. Come on, you're gonna start your home, you're gonna create a home here. You want people to open up. Of course, it's a main reason that you understand more about everything that's happening around you, with you. If you're buying land, it was such a hustle to Google Translate my buying contract, so it was actually tricky not to know Spanish and still doing those things. Even if you have a trustable attorney who speaks multiple languages, you're always depending on someone else's or her translation to see what's going on. So you want to understand what's going on, and you get more out of the culture and out of the country if you speak the language. Trust me on that. Another benefit of knowing how to speak Spanish, at least, well, the more the better, of course. But I experienced that through my daughter, who is a meanwhile fluent Spanish speaker. She went here to school. She has been working here. She has a lot of local friends, Tico and Tika friends. She said, Mom, if you speak better Spanish, the chances are less that you're going to be ripped off somewhere or buying something and paying too much. Now, overall, she knows that it's not really happening that much to me because I traveled a lot. And even if I don't speak the language fully, I know kind of how to not being ripped off. It's more a personal, how do you say that, connection with people thing than the language. But I hear her, if you can show that you're fluent Spanish, they think that you're from here, and they will probably also think that you know the normal price. And it's overall well known that tourists may pay more, and also people who just do not show that they have any affection with the Spanish language pay more. Don't ask me why. I'm not here to start that discussion, but learning Spanish when you're moving to Costa Rica can only be in your own advantage, and with the people and the advantage of the people who you are in contact with while you are living in Costa Rica. So with that being said, I hear you say, well, Muriel, where do you learn Spanish? Do you have an online course whatsoever? I'm gonna be honest, I started with an online course. I thought, yay, this is it. I work online. That is the best way, because I'm used to that. However, Dirk started around the same time with an offline course with a one-on-one teacher, and he managed to speak really well Spanish, and I really did not. So what I learned, I need a mentor, one-on-one, who keeps me accountable, who is inviting me to speak, to have a conversation, to just search for the words in my head, and who was also kind of motivating me to study the homework and to do the work and to write down stuff. And that is the most important thing, that you can have conversations with people also in unexpected situations, so that you have a creative mind, that you know verbs, that you know And also, I got away at the beginning with knowing words, but I spoke, and my teacher calls that, you speak monkey language, Muriel, that you just drop words and put English words in between. That's kind of, you will survive with it. But I felt after almost 4 years living here, I do not get away with that anymore. I need to learn decent Spanish, and I'm gonna invest in a mentor. And that's what I've done. So I have an amazing Spanish teacher. She lives here in Santa Teresa. And I am dedicating a video to her really, really soon here on the channel, because I think she's amazing and a lot of people can benefit from her. And with that being said, I hope that you learned something new in my video about moving to Costa Rica and how to get away with or without learning Spanish. And these were my findings. This is my experiences. It could be different experiences for you or for others. I will never say I am the expert of Costa Rica. I just share everything I've learned myself, and that's what I will continue to do. And yeah, thanks for watching. Leave your comments, your questions below. I'm happy to learn more about you, and perhaps you have things to add. And with that being said, bye for now and see you in my next video. Ciao.